everybody. Welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on today. But before we get started, go in your settings, find your subscribe button, and go ahead on and subscribe. Get it over with. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell so you'll know when I upload or just when I want to pop in. And give me a thumbs up to fight that unrelenting beast of an algorithm on my neck all the time. I really would appreciate it. And don't sleep on the join button. That's for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member, you're going to help this channel to grow, to improve, and to just continue. And I'll be so grateful for that. And I promise if you invest in this channel, it will improve. Also, I have a new channel member to welcome. Oh my goodness, when I saw that Karen Timberlake had became a channel member, I was so happy. I was saying, oh, Karen decided to invest in my little channel. And I'm just so grateful. Welcome, Karen. Welcome to the Reading Club. And if you go over to the community page, you will find your official welcome to the Reading Club. We are so happy to have you. And thank you. All right, let's get to the read. When I was putting the read together today, of course, I've been in these internet streets most of the day because I'm telling you, you have to be in these streets if you're going to put together a read. And I don't mind putting in the time. And so I was in these internet streets today, over on Instagram, over on the dark side to GB News and Talk TV. And let me give y'all a little scoop about GB News. The word on the curb that GB News is a zombie television station, meaning that it is not long for this world, that the money people are tired of propping it up because it is bleeding out money just consistently. It's bleeding out, period. And they no longer want to prop it up. It is pretty much on life support, and they have their hand on the plug. So it's just a matter of time when they pull the plug on GB News. I guess they'll come on YouTube like Talk TV is. I guess. But I'm telling you, I love it. I just love it for them because of their nastiness. It's not selling. I saw where they said that they have 40,000 viewers. 40,000 viewers. How can you keep a station going, with 40,000? Mm. Ah. Now, you didn't hear it from me, but that is the word on the curb, and I am loving it, and I cannot wait. Hate for profit sometimes doesn't profit, and I'm so glad. Also, a lot of stuff that's going on over on X, formerly known as Twitter. I have to go over there every day for my little messiness. Well, I found that little messiness out on Twitter too, about the GB News. I love that, loved it. And the Squatties are continuing to celebrate everything Sussex because it is just so much good news over there for the Sussexes. Megan's cookbook being the only thing that's making money in the royal. And what is it? The royal, they call it something, the royal, whatever they're found. Yeah, the Royal Foundation. Yeah, it's the only thing making money. And William is spending most of the money that's coming in. Him and Kate is spending it to promote themselves. And it is article after article after article about people writing about that, about how Megan her legacy continues, her impact continues. I did a read about it yesterday, but I'm telling you, it is catching on. It is so many more new articles since I did my read yesterday. Whew. And I'm telling you, they are just, I believe they trolling. They trolling the Royal Foundation, William and Kate, because I have never saw that many articles. And I tell you, the article that I did to read on yesterday was from the Daily Express. So that should tell you. But there's so many outlets who are writing articles about it. And I just love that for them. And they are just putting it out on Front Street that William and Kate are just basically not doing anything except promoting themselves. I love it. And then also about Megan's Vogue cover. It looks like it's becoming a tradition because what they're doing is the Voices for Change, all of the people, all of the women that was on that cover are now nominating other women for a new cover. When has Kate ever did anything that has resulted in change at all? You can say whatever you want to, but Megan changed that ratchet family over there. She changed them from thinking that they were divine and was God selected to understanding that they just are a mistake, luck, something that happened. They are not special, that they are mediocre. And she showed them up for what they are. They shouldn't be bowed to or held up as any kind of standard because she showed the cracks. She showed she showed them up for what they are. A bunch of vipers, a bunch of flawed, mean, narcissistic, emotional, retarded human beings. And I just love that for them. But Megan did that. She changed that. Then she turned around and showed them what real impact is when you actually work for the people to do good for the people. Her book is still providing for Grenville and making more money than any of those two clowns or and they have done everything that they can to promote themselves to try to be more than Harry and Meghan. And Harry and Meghan just keeps on winning, just keeps putting the numbers on the board. And these people keep hiring people, firing people, hiring people, firing people to try to get them their shine. But we all know that Harry and Meghan, what they have is not something you can buy. It's something that you are. And they are just not it. And I love that for them. And then, of course, Harry going to New York. And this is what else I found out while I was in these internet streets. Now, y'all might already know it, but William is supposed to be in New York at the same time Harry is going to be in New York. And I'm going to tell you, when I found this out, I threw my head back and I cackled. And you know why? Because Harry is not showing any deference to William. You know how they act over there that you can't do any kind of anything. You can't do any engagements or anything when a senior royal is doing something. Well, Harry is letting him know you're not my senior royal anymore. Harry made his plans to come to the UN during UN week and he did not change them. And William had made his plan a month before. And Harry still said, I don't care. And not only that, I am going to show up your agenda. You're coming here with one thing, Earthlock. I'm doing the Diana Awards. I'm doing Halo Trust. I'm doing African Parks. I'm doing Travelers. I'm doing other things with Archwell. I am coming as the boss that I am. He is coming to show up William. And I saw this from a squatty. Now I don't know how true it is, but it's in the wind that William wants to chicken out from coming to New York now that Harry's coming. I don't know how true that is, but I'm gonna keep my ear to the ground and see because I would just love that. But I did find an article for the read, and it is from James Crawford Smith. You know that it's two raw reporters over there at Newsweek, and I still haven't figured out why American Magazine needs two raw reporters. But I digress. And this is, it's Jack Rorston, and then it's James Crawford Smith. And this is by James Crawford Smith. He does a lot of it now. I think they have a podcast together, but I have never heard it. I'm going to try to listen to it one time and maybe do a read on it, but I digress. This article is showing to me that William knows that his brother is better than and he is less than. And everybody else know it because the title of the article is Prince Harry NYC visit could steal Prince William's thunder. Why would he write an article if he didn't know that Harry is the boss? When Harry show up, the eyeballs show up. When William show up, nothing shows up. And the last time William was in New York, the mayor wouldn't even see him. Y'all remember that? He canceled on him, and he had to go see the fire chief. And then he went when he was in Boston. I think who canceled on him? I think it was John Kerry canceled on him, and Caroline Kennedy canceled on him. But I think they finally worked it out. But he is so pathetic, and all he wants is the picture. And once William gets the picture, he is ready to go. He is done. He is so superficial. Everything him and his wife have ever done, it's been superficial. It has always been about the photo op. And you can just, it is plain as the nose on your face now. Harry and Meghan has showed them up to be frauds. That whole family, a bunch of grifters, a bunch of people who actually are now going through identity crisis. They are going through an identity crisis because they really thought that they were ordained by God. They really did. That they were this special being. And Megan showed up and showed them that it's nothing special about them. They really are very not special, if that's a term that I can use. They are so mediocre. And they have been showed up to be that. And the world can see that now. And Harry has done that. Harry has shown that to have someone to be at the top of the food chain by birth is stupid. Because sometimes the one that's at the top of the food chain is mediocre. And the ones that came behind are really the exceptional ones, like Harry. Let's get into this article and then we'll talk more. It says Prince Harry's New York City visit could steal Prince William's thunder. I disagree with that headline because I think you have to have some thunder to steal. When has William ever had any thunder? William showed up in New York. He's been in New York so much he can really ask for citizenship. Ever since Harry and Meghan moved to America. Well, Meghan is American, but ever since Harry moved to America, William has been over here every chance he got. He, before Harry moved to America, William hadn't been to America in 8 years. And since Harry has been here in America, William has been here 3 or 4 times. And evidently, this Earthflop Summit, he is setting it up to happen every year because he was over here last year for this same Earthflop Summit trying to beg people to take pictures with him over there at the UN. We all saw it. And the people over to the UN was just hurrying him along because he really had no place there. He had no purpose there. He had no agenda there. But yet and still, he wanted the photo op. That's all what they're about. You remember when they went to Boston for Earthflop? Him and Kate dressed up in that green dress that people put, that the squatties had so much fun with because it was like a green screen and you could put whatever you wanted to on it. And I'm telling you, they wore Kate out with that dress. They wore her out with that dress. But I digress. And they spent all that money on all that flash and, you know, and for people to come, the stars to come. I know they had Chloe and Callie and Chloe and some other people showed up, and then they lied about saying some of them were going to show up that didn't show up. And just to have the cameras focused on them. And they spent all that money. And it shows in the foundation's books that he raised what, $1.6 million for Earthflop and spent 1.5 million on cost promotion. They gave away less than, what was it? I think they gave away less than a $500,000. They didn't give away hardly no money. I'll just put it that way. That whole foundation, whole Royal Foundation, all together. Megan's cookbook was the only thing that was over there making money. Yeah, all about the photo op. So I say he don't have any thunder. Now he be working trying to get some thunder, but unfortunately, thunder is not for sale. Let's get into it. It said Prince William's Earth flop, and I said flop. I don't say shot. I said flop. Prince William's Earth Flop Prize Summit in New York. Yeah, I'm tickling myself. I got to stop. In New York next month, faces being overshadowed by Prince Harry, has announced a multi-day working visit to the city at the same time. And I'm telling you, they done started all the chatter where they see each other, where they run into each other, da 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 da. Harry is not gonna come anywhere close to this angry man, this angry, jealous man boy, man baby. Harry is not gonna come because Harry is gonna be too busy being a boss, handling his business, handling real business instead of something that they gave him to look busy, like this one over here. Harry is going to be doing the Diana Awards. He's going to be doing Halo Trust. He's going to be doing Travelers. And I'm telling you, Travelers is blossoming into something major. It really is. And, you know, they have spent a lifetime trying to paint Harry as the dumb one. But like I said, Harry married Meghan. Meghan went over there and changed things and shined a light on Who really is the dumb ones? Who really is the mediocre ones? Who really is the frauds and the grifters? Yeah, and that's why they so mad. And I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to get back to the article. And the word on the street now, the word on the street is he wants to chicken out. He don't wants to come to Earth Flop Summit now. Now that Harry's going to show up because he knows he's going to get the comparisons. And he cannot stand up against the comparison of his little brother who is a boss. Let's go on. It said on Tuesday, a spokesman for Harry revealed that the prince will be undertaking a round of special organized appearances in New York City during the United Nations General Assembly and High Level Week and Climate Week, which runs from September the 22nd through the 29th. During UN General Assembly High Level Week and Climate Week in New York City, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, will be in town to advance a number of his patronages and philanthropic initiatives, a spokesperson confirmed to Newsweek. He will participate in engagements with African Parks, the Halo Trust, the Diana Awards, and travelers. In addition, he will be furthering his work of the Archwell Foundation, the non-profit organization he co-founded with his wife, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Basically, what Harry is saying in this statement is, I come as a boss. I come with the accolades. I come with something to do. I come with something, a goal to achieve. I am not coming to take pictures like somebody is. Let's go on. He would participate in engage. We did that. And let's see what else it said. It said news of Harry's trip comes just a month after Prince William's Earthflop Prize announced that it will be hosting its third annual Innovative Summit in partnership with Bloomberg Philanthropics in New York on September the 24th. He just started doing that when Harry moved to America. And when Harry went to the UN, when I think Nelson Mandela's daughter invited him to address the UN General Assembly for Nelson Mandela Day. And William lost it. And then he threw together this so called little summit the first year, came to New York. Then we knew anything. He was over there in the Hudson River, wading in there. And it is so many rivers that needs attention in the UK. He got to be in Hudson River, and raw sewage is being dumped in so many lakes, rivers. I think even in the Thames. What I think Thames run through London. They say it smells so bad because there's raw sewage in the Thames. Now, my UK squatties, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to say anything wrong, and I don't want to say anything disparaging that's not true. But if he really wants to clean up some waterways, if he want to put on his waders, he needs to be in the Thames. I'm just saying. Why he over here? Because his brother's over here. That's why. And it is a sickness for him. Let's go on. It said the summit is used as an opportunity for Earthflop to announce the short list of finalists nominated for one of the 5 grants that never gets any money. Grants of over $1 million. Then people don't never get that money. They hand them money, they give them $5, $10 at a time. I mean, it's ridiculous. They spend all the money on promoting him. Not even Kate anymore, because I think the last 2 Earth flops, she hadn't even been invited. I'm just saying, because the one in Singapore, she is not invited, and I'm sure she's not going to go to the one in South Africa. So it's been all about William. It sure have been. She can't even go and be a clothes hanger and have some clothes hanging on her. It's pathetic. But and this 5 grants, that is such a joke. The five winners are announced at a large scale award ceremony held in a different city around the world each year. And that's where all that money is spent. It said in November 2024, the fourth Earth Flop Award ceremony is set to be held in Cape Town, South Africa. I mean, this is 4 years old. This is, this is something that came after the pandemic. This is all he has. And he only, it was only created 4 years ago. The name was stolen from John F. Kennedy. I think the concept was stolen from somebody else. I don't know who it is, but I did hear that. I know I heard it from something. I'm going to have to dig and find out where it was. But I know where Kate's initiative was stolen from. But I believe his was stolen from somebody's too. Let's go on. It said Kensington Palace has not publicly commented on whether William will attend the summit in September. He did not attend the first summit in 2022, coming just days after um, the Queen Elizabeth died. That's the only reason he didn't go. Queen Elizabeth died. I guess he might put it on Kate this time because he knows that he doesn't have any thunder and he don't want to be accused of his thunder being stolen, this non-existing thunder to be stolen by his brother. Because just to show if Harry show up, he's going to show out. And I just love that for him. He said he did attend 2023 and on and on and on. All I can say is William is sad. He's a failed person. And it's all his fault because jealousy will eat you up. It will eat you up. And instead of embracing his brother and embracing his sister-in-law and them all four working together, being the original Fab Four, what good would they have been able to do? I'm telling you, they would have been able to conquer the world. Two brothers, and Harry and Meghan shine would have shined on them. It would have shined on him and Kate. It would have been great. But see, this is the problem. William and Kate were delusional. They had believed what people had told them in the palace, in Kensington Palace, that Harry and Meghan was only Harry and Meghan because they were there. They were a part of the royal family. And they kicked them out of being working royals, kicked them out of everything, including Harry's home country. And to their chagrin and shock, Harry and Meghan continued to shine and overshadow them. They thought it's so funny. If you look back, when Harry and Meghan left, Kate and William went and did everything Harry and Meghan did. They did copy and paste everything because they felt that it wasn't Harry and Meghan, it wasn't the people that was causing the success. It was what they were doing, and all they had to do, all him and Kate had to do was to do what they were doing, and they would have the shine, and they would have the eyeballs of the people, and they would have the love of the people. They really thought that. And it turns out, no, you really have to have the shine. And you have to have that other stuff too. You have to have the ability. Everything that Harry and Meghan has gotten, They have worked for it. But it has been original because it comes from them. They're good at what they do. And Kate and William are not because they don't care. They only care about the photo op. So I don't know. Y'all squatties, y'all tell me in the comments. Do y'all think he gonna chicken out? Word on the street is he gonna chicken out? I don't know. I kind of feel like he is. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.